Spook Fest here. So I know people in here, but yeah, if anybody wants to hear some stories, I got some good stories about cryptids and some of my favorite conspiracy theories I really enjoy. So this, we just went to the library yesterday and I got this book, so I know what I saw, and I was gonna just read through it, flip through it real quick. And there's stories of these small creatures out in the woods up in Massachusetts in the Bridgewater Triangle where I grew up and have had many experiences. You soaked. Another thing, so I might be getting up and stopping this every once in a while just because my son and me are home alone and my wife is working. So, but I wanted to tell you about this. I opened this up. The first page I came to was actually something we call pugwudgies up in Massachusetts, and they are little creatures, little furry creatures, usually known to have magical powers. I'm going to read you this, and I just thought it was weird that I opened the book right to a book I've never seen or read, by Linda S. Godfrey. Um, so far, what I've read, pretty good book. So here's an entry on pugwudgies in this, which I didn't think I would see in a random book I got from the library. One of the presently best known, most widespread examples of legendary Native American little people is an entity known as a pugwudgie, variously spelled in different ways, and that's what the Native Americans called it. The tradition is especially strong with Wampanoags and the Algonquin tribal groups. The native languages on the American website inform us that pugwudgies is usually described as being knee-high or even smaller. Their name literally means person of the wilderness. Hey, go out there.
Hey, Dad, what?
Oh, you're changing? Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
In some traditions, they have a sweet smell and are associated with flowers. Pugwudgies have magical powers which vary from tribe to tribe, so different little pugwudgie tribes. Hi, Joseph Moore. How you doing? So different little tribes have different powers, different things that they say about them. And if you watch the Bridgewater Triangle documentary, you actually see a guy talk about one of these pugwudgies coming out of the woods and saying, "E want you, E want you," and telling them to come with him into the woods. They say they'll lure you in the woods to either kill you or make you get lost. Out in that swamp, in Hockomock Swamp, there's weird stuff. So I don't doubt that there's some little weird creatures. I love cryptids, so say hi.
Hi, guys.
You're on live. It's live. Alright, so their various powers include the ability to turn invisible, confuse people to make them forget things,
Oh, no.
shapeshift into cougars or other dangerous animals such as coyotes, to bring harm to people by staring at them. Alright, get out of the way. I'm telling a story.
Tell a story.
So, growing up, I've seen spook lights out in the woods at the Bridgewater Triangle. So the spook lights are attached to these little things. They say they'll have a little orb of light floating to the woods, usually blue or white. I've seen both. Got a Mothman as my boyfriend cuff.
You know we have that? Chris is offset.
Here, come over here.
No. What?
So I'll read you a little more about
Hey, guys.
pugwudgies and
Daddy will
Menahoon.
do the-
Menahoon are like the same thing. Yeah, that's just a magazine. Just sit and look at it.
These are shirts. It's toys.
So, in the area with shape-shifting many, like, small people, I find that part about shape-shifting into cougars or other dangerous animals, bears, dogman, Bigfoot, especially intriguing. Yeah, that's pretty crazy if they could actually shape-shift into other cryptids and make you think that. And I have heard what we thought was like a monkey out in the woods. Bridgewater Triangle, middle of the night, went out with some friends, and we got what I call a cryptid herd. We heard what sounds like a monkey up in a tree. Um, the men who are like pugwudgies, except they get to alive and live in a tropical paradise. One would think that an idyllic habitat would make them happy or carefree nature entities, but an understanding of Hawaiian native, uh, a neuroscience student was interviewed for the University of Southern California Digital Folklore Archives 2016 gave the following description. Men who were natives of Hawaiian Islands that were really small in stature, and they have been known to look like little elves or fairies. Whoa. Say hello, there's two people. Hi spirits.
Hello, spirits.
Hi spirits.
Look down.
So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the pugwudgies and how right the day after I got this book and reading it, the first thing I opened up to was pugwudgies, which is what I grew up with, the Native American lore. We had the Wampanoags, and that whole Bridgewater Triangle area was cursed by the Wampanoags after the King Philip's War, which is one of the bloodiest wars up in Massachusetts between Pilgrims and Native Americans. It's a big one, and I was just surprised to find that in this book here.
I like that book.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good. I just lost the page for it because I didn't put it back in. But you can get out of the way, ketchup face. Yeah, it's just me and him, and the TV broke, so I guess I'm just doing a live with Riley.
Cause mommy.
Say cheers, Mothman.
Cheers, Mushman.
You went to the Mothman Museum, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was fun. You got a bit scared.
No.
Yeah. You're stealing the show, man. We got no TV right now. The cable's out. I'm surprised my live's even working. But
Chill.
we have other things around here, which I just read another story about a different cryptid. Return of the Meat Monster. And this is
I can show this guys.
No, oh, you want to show that first? Show them. So my wife found a shark tooth today. Let me see. I always go out on the beach looking for shark teeth, and I can never find them.
Yeah.
But this is a very nice one. I believe a great white shark tooth. It still has the serrations on it. I'm showing this. Hold on. And it's very sharp, but it's very old and fossilized.
He's still.
It's definitely great white, or it could be a megalodon. It is missing
It's
the
megalodon.
root. It might be a megalodon tooth. They kind of look similar, but I think it's a great white.
Hello. You see them?
Dogman. Dogman is a big story in the Bridgewater Triangle, and I've seen some big animals up in the Bridgewater Triangle. So, like, I've seen a lynx. Me and my friends were walking through the woods, and a lynx started stalking us, and it was a lot bigger than you would think for, like, it's a big cat, and it could have killed us. We were kids. And then, big dog. So I've seen some wild dogs. I've even seen a coyote puppy up there, which are very cute. They look like little huskies. Dogman possibly could be real. There's things out there that we have no idea about, especially with cryptids. People say Bigfoot's fake. I think there's probably something going on with the amount of accounts of people seeing it. And all right, well, I think I'm just gonna end this. Or should I read the story to him? There's one more story about
Read
Fort
it.
Monroe, down the street, like a half mile from my house. Fort Monroe, it has a lot of ghost stories, but then I was reading in the back of it, all the ghosts and mysterious happenings have been confined to the inside of the moated area, because it's a fort, but it's all surrounded by ocean. You're on like an island. And there's a lighthouse near one of the walkways over the water, and right outside the moat, where this moat monster appeared, the colonel, who was walking his dog late one night, it drew his attention, and drawn to something in the moat's water, and then this big, not size of legendary Loch Ness monster, but big, It was swimming back and forth across the moat. The colonel followed his progress to the footbridge, which had closed at the time for repairs. There, the thing vanished. Another time, the colonel's wife found bare footprints on their back porch one morning after a snowstorm, and there was no way onto the island from where they were, and we're supposed to be the only people on the island. But the meat monster, I guess, was swimming around in the moats of Fort Monroe over here, which is a really haunted place that I want to get to.
Hey
And
I got my.
you got Pokemon.
I got a book.
I think I'm just going to keep this real short
I got a
because
book.
he's not going to leave me alone, and we don't have a TV right now. But yeah, just wanted
I
to
have a
talk
book
about
too,
that.
guys.
Some of my favorite conspiracy theories before I go: Inner Earth, which there's some crazy stories. If you look up the original person who flew over the North Pole, the first person to fly over the North Pole, said he got sucked into a hole at the North Pole and
Did I
talked
have this book?
Weird Massachusetts book, yes. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and do a quick live, but without a TV or anything for this one to do, I can't do it. Another conspiracy is the moon is hollow. I'm gonna bite you.
No, please don't bite
So that's
me.
one of my favorite conspiracies. The moon's hollow, and NASA dropped an old piece of a spaceship on it, and the moon rang for over an hour straight. So they said the moon must be hollow, and that was NASA. All right, I'm just gonna end it. But thanks for coming in if you did, and yeah, I'll do this again maybe later if he goes to sleep. I doubt it. He's too hyperactive. Didn't it ring? It rang for over an hour, for a couple hours when they dropped that thing. And they say it's a star or an energy, I forget what it's called, but there's a big machine inside the moon or like a base of aliens. You're killing me. You're getting too heavy for this. Oh. Alright, I'm out.
Bye.
Later.
Later.